Hey y'all, tonight we're having hamburger soup for dinner. I'm not in the mood to cook this. With the time change, I am absolutely wrecked. I'm so exhausted. I guess age is hitting me. I'm not in the mood, but this is what I planned on cooking today when I bought groceries last week, so it's either that or nothing. So, I have 2.5 pounds of ground beef. I have 1 large onion that I have diced up with 3 cloves of garlic and 3 stalks of celery. I cut the celery straight down the middle and then cut it into little pieces. I have 5 red potatoes cut. I did not peel them. I have 3 large carrots peeled and cut, and I have a red, yellow, and green bell pepper diced up. That took a long time because I don't have a little vegetable slicer, so that took a long time and I didn't want to do it, but it'll be fine in the end. Once we get it all together, it'll be fine. But my advice for this recipe is do all of your prep work ahead of time because it's going to go fast once it's in. So that being said, I'm going to brown my ground beef, which actually it's already browned because when I buy ground beef, we go ahead and cook it and bag it and put it in the freezer to save time later. So 2.5 pounds of ground beef with your onion, celery, and garlic all in the pot together. And since the ground beef is already cooked, I'm gonna just let it go to let those veggies soften a little bit. This recipe calls for you to cook it all together, but I'm not doing that. So I'm gonna do that in my white pan over there, and I'll be back, okay? Okay, this is what that looks like. It has cooked for about 6 minutes. So now we're just gonna dump everything else in. I need 3 cups of beef broth or beef stock. This is 2. That's 3. A 15-ounce can of, it says whole tomatoes. I don't like to use whole tomatoes. I use the diced tomatoes. I don't want to eat a big hunk of tomato. You might. Have at it. Dumping in all of my bell pepper. All of my potatoes, all of my carrots. This makes a lot. It will feed a big family. Stir this up really quick. This is so yummy, and it's supposed to be cold tonight for Florida. But y'all, this time change has wrecked me. I cannot sleep at night, and then it's time to wake up, and I don't want to wake up. It's very colorful. All right, now that I've got that going, I'm gonna add the spices. We need a 1/4 teaspoon of cayenne pepper. You need a 1/2 teaspoon of oregano, a 1/2 teaspoon of salt, and a 1/2 teaspoon of pepper. And then we need 3 tablespoons of tomato paste. And I'm just scooping it. I'm not measuring it with a measuring spoon. Okay, so we're gonna stir all of this together. It is just above medium right now. I'm gonna stir all this together and I'm gonna let it cook for 15 to 20 minutes until all of this gets soft and yummy. And yummy. Sorry, I had to grunt. Okay, so I'm gonna put the lid on this and let it cook, and we'll come back and see what it looks like. In the meantime, I'm gonna make some butter swim biscuits. I'll do that in a separate video, but I'm gonna make those to go with this. So it should be a pretty hearty, yummy dinner. And the longest part of this was chopping all of those vegetables. And if you have one of those little vegetable chopper things that can do it in a second, fantastic. I do not. And the knives that I have are what our my father-in-law gave us for our wedding. So they are 22 years old. And it is just a steak knife, and that is what I use. You do not have to have fancy equipment, despite what you see on the internet. The knife cuts just the same. So, anyway, don't be misled by all those people that have all those fancy things. They're nice, but you don't have to have them. So, I'm gonna put the lid on this, and we're gonna come back. Okay, bye. Okay, here's the soup. So yummy. All those vegetables have cooked. It is thickened up. Gosh. Here's my soup. So good. Make it. It's not hard. Just take a little bit long with the veggies, but it's worth it.